parcels to an infill developer. This gets them back on the tax rolls and provides more housing that we desperately need. Proceeds could be used to build a multi-story parking garage on their campus where they already have multiple surface lots. Bonus, in addition to getting these properties back on the tax rolls, we get more housing without increased cost to the general fund because it's an infill. Please consider denying this request. It's a new day in Iowa. With the restrictions the state has put on us, we need to make different decisions starting now. Scene. Okay. Number 29.
Can I just clarify something? The 23 is just to set the hearing, right? We're not voting on the rezoning.
I'm planting the seed. Number 29, the Heart of America proposal to buy the city-owned lot across from Old City Hall. Wow, that's a nice surprise, right? This is also a great opportunity. I was excited when I saw that our economic development leader, Carrie Cruz, and others from the city were at the Bloomberg Institute at Harvard to learn negotiating skills. This is fantastic, as I've always thought that the public sector comes out on the short end when negotiating deals with the tough guys in the private sector. Not just here, it's across the country. Professional stadiums are exhibit one. Taxpayers always lose, no matter what their emotions say. So here's my pitch. HOA, we'll sell you that valuable East Village parcel at a fair market price for you to build your world headquarters here in Des Moines. Welcome, love it. The great news is that you won't need to put expensive parking in your office building because there's already a parking garage directly adjacent to your new building that you will own. That's right, you'll need to buy the city-owned parking garage at East 2nd and Grand. The price is highly negotiable on that one. That beautiful garage has 538 spaces, is 56% occupied, and earns $1 million a year on the low city rates of $1 an hour. You could charge more and make it a real moneymaker. And we'll throw in some TIF funds too. Deal? Scene. Okay, number 31. The new TIF agreement for 2700 Ingersoll Avenue, formerly the Office Max and Dollar General. This agreement, like other TIF agreements and contracts, are not available to the public prior to the council vote. Why? I don't think it's state code that's holding us back from disclosing the details before a vote, since the Polk County Board of Supervisors includes copies of agreements and contracts in their agenda packages that are not cross-executed. Why don't we? Since these agreements are only accessible after approval by a council, then signed by the mayor, then archived by the clerk's office, it can be a couple of days before the documents are available. And that also requires an email to the city clerk, who is very, 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 very responsible, who then sends them back via email. Is that the best process? Certainly, that doesn't scream transparency. And I hope you really consider this policy. For this $850,000 TIF agreement, it would be very interesting to see if things are included, such as the parking that's required to be provided to the public. Is that paid parking or free parking? Ingersoll is the bright star of our complete streets corridor in Des Moines, and the last thing we should be doing is encouraging people to drive to the corridor and park for free when there are already 5,000 underutilized parking spaces available. These spaces should be paid parking that businesses can provide validation for if they desire. Ingersoll is a 15-minute corridor on the new DART network, further reducing the need for single rider car trips to the corridor. Unity Point is building what appears to be adult daycare programming space for 55 to 65 elderly patients per day. I look forward to using it someday, and probably soon. But this parking lot and all of its curb cuts is a dangerous place for vulnerable road users, cyclists, pedestrians, elderly going to daycare. And just today, in a parking lot, an 8-year-old was run over by a truck, an 8-year-old on a bike, enjoying the summer day. This is not the time to victim blame the 8-year-old who is dead. This is the time to do something about it. And this is an opportunity staring you in the face today. We need to close the cut-through from Grand Avenue through this parking lot. These aren't people using the parking lot. These are people cutting through the parking lot. This should and must be discontinued now. This is a low-cost safety measure that should be made permanent now. Please.
Thank you. Okay, the next item is,
We got to vote.
I'm speaking on 42.
Oh,
Did we do that after?
Anyway, I just wanted to bring up to the public, we've been fortunate to team with the Bloomberg Harvard City Initiative, and we will be having a Bloomberg Harvard City Hall Fellows coming to Des Moines for 2 years as part of our initiative. We had a team of about 10 or 11 that spent a year working on our how we could end encampments in our homeless area. And this fellow will she will be coming in to help us execute the plans that were put in place. So we're really excited, and we're very lucky to be part of this program. We were chosen amongst many cities that did apply, and we were chosen to be one of the recipients. And again, they cover all the costs of housing and salary, and we hope to help move our initiative forward. And I just wanted to, I think Carol brought up about, we just had a team of 3 that came back after a week of negotiation training, again, part of the Bloomberg Harvard program, again, all paid for by them. And it was an intense program. I think Carrie is in the back, and Jen too. They said it was quite intensive and a great opportunity for our staff. So I'm glad we were able to participate. I'm glad that Bloomberg Philanthropies believes the cities are the key to getting things done, and we appreciate that effort. So I just wanted to bring that up and highlight somebody that will be coming into the staff shortly. So with that, thanks. With that.
Thanks for doing that, Mayor.
Yes, so please vote.
Did we have a move?
yeah, we moved it
We
in
moved it in
and it seconded before Carol spoke.
Sorry, I didn't.
No, you're good.
7 yes.
Motion carries. So the next item is the hearings on item 49. On request from Matt Warner Blankenship and Jennifer Warner Blankenship, owner, to rezone property located in the vicinity of 855 17th Street from NX2A Neighborhood Mixed District to Limited RX1 Mixed Use District to allow reuse of the existing building for art studio and office space. Requires 6 votes for approval due to the opposition of the relevant property owners. A is the first consideration of the ordinance above. B is the final consideration of the ordinance above. Waiver requested by applicant requires 6 votes. First, if anyone's here to speak, the parties in interest that live within 250 feet could come up and speak up to 5 minutes. Anyone wishing to speak? Second would be the germane comments from the general public, 2 minutes per person to speak, up to 20 minutes. Is anyone wishing to speak? Seeing none?
Seeing none, I'll move item 49, 49A, and 49B.
It's been moved and seconded. Please vote.
Seven yes.
Motion carries. Next item is item 50. On request from Invest DSM, Inc., Teresa Greenfield, officer, to amend the Plan DSM, Creating Our Tomorrow Comprehensive Plan to revise the future land use classification from low-density residential to high-density residential, and to rezone 3125 Kingman Boulevard from N5-4 Neighborhood District to Limited NX3 Neighborhood Mixed District to allow 3 row home buildings with a total of 20 residential dwelling units. A is the first consideration of the ordinance above. B is the final consideration of the ordinance above. Waiver requested by applicant requires 6 vote. Again, parties of interest within 250 feet are the first to come speak if you would like to, if anyone's here. If not, germane comments from the general public.
Seeing none, Mayor, I'm real excited about this project. I think it's a great use. We had a mixed-use property here that was maybe not mixed use, but a multifamily property here that was maybe not kept in the best condition. This really fills a gap in the neighborhood, and the project, the developer or the partner with InvestESM, the Cutler folks have done great projects not too far away on Ingersoll. I'm not going to mention their Valley Junction, but we've had great projects by them, and I'm excited to see what they can do with this property. So I will happily move item 50, 50A, and 50B.
Second, and I'd like to add to what Josh has said. This is a great project that will be part of the community land trust, which we're hearing more about every month. So, this is exciting that all these properties will be part of that. So it's a good program. So
It's been moved and seconded. Please vote.
Seven yes.
Motion carries. The next item is 51, on approval of the First Amendment to lease agreement with JAPA for option to purchase city property located generally at 2501 Maury Street. Anyone wishing to speak to this?
I see none, Your Honor. I'll move 51.
It's been moved and seconded. Please vote. Which one?
Joe, you.
Me?
Okay. We can't tell anymore who hasn't voted. Motion carries. Next item is item 52, on approval of a lease with Iowa Soccer Development Foundation for a portion of the city-owned property generally located at 200 Southwest 16th Street. Council communication number 26-206. Anyone wishing to speak to this?
Seeing none, Mayor, I'll move item 52.
second.
Been moved and seconded. Please vote.
6 yes, 1
I-
abstain.
I abstain because I'm on the soccer board. Next item is 53, dismissing the hearing on approval of plans, specifications, form of contract, and engineer's estimate on the downtown skywalk signage replacement due to no bids being received. A, ordering construction of the downtown skywalk signage replacement, receiving bids 6/23/26 and setting the date of hearing 7/13/26. Construction estimate is $500,000. Council communication number 26-191.
I don't see anyone commenting. I had a question. Oh, were you going to get up and comment?
We are dismissing, it is for dismissing. I just read the whole,
Okay.
what was involved.
Well, I guess I had a question about item A, and maybe given that we are having budget discussions and kind of everything, in the spirit of everything being on the table, maybe using this opportunity and delaying a little longer so that we can,
Yeah, I think it looks like if we're dismissing, it'll give them more opportunity.
well, rather than even reordering the construction and asking for another round of bids, maybe we wait and have our budget discussions first. I wanted to see how others felt about that before doing that, but it seems like this might be another thing that should just be thrown in the pot with everything else as part of the broader budget discussion.
Perhaps we could have Steve Neighbor come there. He's standing up and arriving at the dais. It would be great to hear at this point what the plans are to rebid this. Does it look different? How does it look different than the first proposal? Steve, thank you.
All right.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, Steve Neighbor, Des Moines City Engineer and Des Moines resident. Yeah, about the what's different with this package. When we first bid it, it did include a small amount of electrical and demolition work. And when we talked to bidders, that type of work precluded them from bidding, essentially. And so we've actually simplified it to just the signage work. And so this project is literally to maintain, replace the outdated old signage. So, for instance, the businesses have changed a lot of this. There's no signage in the skywalks that talk about City Hall. So this is essentially updating the old signage. So is what this project is.
How many signs? I mean, is it? It's a big number. So I guess my question would be, do we know how many we're replacing? And I mean, it is a big deal. I mean, City Hall is here now, and it's not even anywhere posted anywhere.
And then it still has like kaleidoscope on there on the signage. So it's throughout the entire 4 miles of skywalks. So
Why don't we do this? We know we're dismissing it, then why don't we come back and we'll get more information? Because it could be much different if there's not electrical. And
Is it still going to be the 500,000? If there's no electrical in there, just to replace the signs, or are you thinking that the bid would be less as far as an engineering?
I hope it would be less. The electrical work was a smaller number, but for some reason it just scared a couple bidders away.
Jump the number.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people probably could bid on it that could do the signs.
Right. It is a unique type of work.
So there's no electrical at all in this bid?
The electrical work we would propose to do under like a smaller separate contract. So is what.
So there'll be an additional charge plus the signage.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably need know how many signs it is.
Yep. We can look at and get that numbers. I'm not seeing it in my notes that I have it.
I didn't see it on there.
But it's every single sign that you see in the skywalk system. So
That's important.
Yeah. So yeah.
For visitors, it's especially important for anyone involved in Catch Des Moines. Steve, is there a second phase that is a web-based application of like how to get around? Is that part of this, or is that a separate plan after this gets done?
Yep, that would be phase 2 is developing and programming an application that people could use to get around. So,
And do you have a idea what that might cost, Steve?
I believe it's 60,000, but let me confirm that.
Why don't we get more information on all of it? Let's dismiss
Okay.
this, and then we'll
All
come
right, well,
back.
that'd be great to have information if it's an app or if it's web-based, whatever you're thinking now with the new technology, so.
For the sake of clarity,
App where you can push it on your camera and then you can get, will all the signs have the QR code on every sign?
Yeah, I'd have to get the details on exactly if it's a QR code, but it would be a phone app is what it would be used for.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So I would suggest that we dismiss.
She's got
We
something
bring
raised her
information.
hand.
We're going to move. I mean, this isn't, there's not time as far as speaking anyway. I think we just need to dismiss it and bring it back. There's too many questions.
Okay.
just for the,
Dismiss it for this meeting, but bring it back at
Bring the ordering
another
back.
meeting. Got it.
Yeah, okay.
Bring the ordering construction back.
So are we setting the
Yes.
date of hearing?
Yeah.
7/13?
I would think,
Without the
based on
information.
the questions we're having, that we need to have a better understanding.
I agree. I'm just trying to understand. So 53 is dismissing the hearing. 53A is ordering construction at a new number with new dates.
So
We're
if you
just
wanna-
doing A.
Yeah. If you have to at least take action on the hearing, so you, correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but
Just do
you have to do 53, and then if you want to move to the next, a subsequent step, which is ordering construction for just the signage, you would do 53A as well, but you have to do something with 53 is my understanding.
If based on the discussion of the table, if council wanted to do a motion to approve 53 and then direct the manager to bring back 53A at a later point in time, that would work.
With more information to us.
Correct.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's what I was
Okay.
trying to say.
Yeah, I would support a motion to do 53 and to bring 53A back at a later point in time. And one of the questions that I have in particular, because the skywalk is always, I mean, buildings are changing pretty regularly, and so we don't update this every time a building changes. My question is, does it make more sense to just invest in the app and a QR code for an updated map or updated buildings and spend a fraction of the amount to do that? Like, that's part of what I would like to see the city manager address when this comes back. Because I think a QR code with the most updated map may be a much more cost-effective way to do the update so that we're not redoing the signs every 5 or 10 years.
And I guess you do, we do have time if you want to come up for the public hearing.
Yeah.
I was just going to briefly
Name
recommend.
and ward or address.
Brianne Butters. I live at 3834 11th Street. I requested to speak about traffic calming measures if there's another time for that. But I was just going to comment on that.
I was going to say, I didn't think you were on. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Go ahead.
what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, I didn't know if we had you on the speakers list, so.
Oh, I requested last night, maybe, or yesterday at noon.
Okay.
So it's before 5 p.m., but maybe.
Okay, go ahead and talk about this.
Okay, I was just going to recommend if there's some way to integrate, if you were going to go with an app, with Google Maps or Apple Maps, because as someone who uses a lot of apps and walks by foot around Des Moines, I don't think I would personally download another app, so I don't know if that'd be the best use of resources. But I agree also updating the signage would not be the best use of resources because it would be an ongoing cost, and a lot of people, I don't actually use the skywalks because there's just a lot of, they don't necessarily go to where I need to go to. So like you said, I would get a lot more information before investing in money in any skywalks. It's just my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. I don't think we do yet, so.
Can I speak on the traffic calming measures? or
Not
another
under
time?
this,
Okay,
no.
thank you.
Is your last name McCullough?
Yes,
You're on the list.
great.
Okay.
I have to leave in 5 minutes, so.
Well, we'll try.
Okay, I'll,
Maybe if the other speakers, we could get through it pretty fast and the other speakers might let you move up. Okay, who did the second?
Mike.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded. Please vote.
7 yes.
Motion carries. That's the end of the hearings.
It didn't even show up.
The next item is ordinance on amending Chapter 114 of the Municipal Code regarding traffic regulations. Changes as follows. Council's communication number 26-188. A is parking modification East Washington Avenue between East 14th Street and Wayne Street. B, parking modification, parking changes related to Moulton Elementary, 9th Street between College Avenue and Jefferson Avenue, College Avenue between 9th Street and 10th Street. C is parking modification East 25th Court between East University Avenue and Garfield Avenue. D is corner clearance on parking restrictions. 1 is Southwest 7th Street and Hughes Avenue. 2, East 17th Court and Garfield Avenue. 3, Southeast 17th Street and East Virginia Avenue.
All right, I'll move 54, A, B, 1 and 2, C, D, 1 through 3. And if no one's here to object, I will, pursuant to Rule 42A, waive the second and third reading.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please vote. Motion carries.
7 yes. It's going really slow.
Okay, the next is a request to speak. We provide speakers under the public speaking. Oh,
We need to go back to 42 because you had originally pulled it. So it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
in the motion of the.
forgot about that.
can do this now.
Why, thank you.
I can move item
do
42.
Is there a second on 42? It's been moved and seconded. Please vote.
Just a second.
Thank you for reminding me.
No, she's got to reset it. There we go.
I usually don't speak on consent, so.
7 yes on
Okay,
42.
motion carried. We're good. Okay. We provide speakers under the public speaking portion the opportunity to address the council for up to 3 minutes each, up to 20 speakers for a total of 1 hour on the agenda. Speakers will be called forward individually, and we ask everyone to please state their name and address or ward prior to providing comments. Please keep comments germane and avoid references to personalities or character attacks, as those types of comments do not contribute to the purpose for which this public forum exists. As a reminder to the council and the public, this public speaking time is to hear your comments, and if there's a need to follow up, we will get it to the appropriate staff or council to follow up at a time after the meeting. Thank you for your input. And I'm just going to ask the public speakers that have signed up. I believe we have somebody that needs to leave, right? Do you mind if she would be moved up? Okay, come on up.
Hi, I'm Brianne McCullough. I live at 3834 11th Street. I would like to request traffic calming measures on 11th Street from north of Euclid, south of Aurora. I have a 2-year-old who's one to want to run into the street, and there's many other children that like to, their only space near the house to play is in front of their house. Many children walk to Oak Park Elementary or McHenry Park, but a lot of cars like to use 11th Street as a shortcut and sometimes drive far beyond the speed limit. So that's everything for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Glad you got it in.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go back to the list. Ambrose Bakayoko. Please state your name, ward, or address.
Hello, my name is Ambrose Abraham Bakayoko. I live on 6th Avenue, the Des Moines building. Never been to one of these, so I really don't know how to put this, but I have a bunch of parking tickets in front of my building. I personally think it's very crazy for a parking enforcement officer to see my car, run my plates, realize that, hey, I'm on 6th Avenue, this person lives on 6th Avenue, let me give them a $75, $35 ticket. And the day that I came here to speak to one of the, I think it was the clerks, I said, it's the same person, same guy. She didn't really believe me at first until she realized it was the same guy. I have a bunch of other friends that live in the Equitable building, in the Liberty building, and also the Des Moines building that experience the same issue. I do pay for parking, so it's not an issue of, I need to find somewhere to park. It's just, like you guys see me right now, I come from work, sometimes I have other stuff. I go to school as well, and I also run a fiber company. I want to go upstairs, sometimes I forget about time, I come back down, I have 2 parking tickets. I personally think that's super unethical. I'm just looking for you guys to maybe revise the time to 8:30, 9 a.m. before they start ticketing people. I do understand you need to keep the flow of traffic going, but most people don't even go to work, until they don't start piling downtown until about 8:30, and I do want to speak on that app. That app is cool. I think you guys should do the app as well. I use Skywalks a lot for a lot of things, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, the parking, it just seems like it's almost like, I don't want to call it a scheme, but for lack of better word, it's a scheme to get money from residents. And I just think it's not really a good promotion for young people like myself to move downtown. If you're going to, wake up by 7 in the morning to go to work and you have 4 or 5 tickets on your car. So that's about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Shelby Askelson. Don't know if I said that right.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor and council members, for allowing me to speak today. My name is Shelby Askelson, and I live at 1001 Dart Way, just south of downtown and close to a trail that takes me straight to Grays Lake. I moved to Des Moines from Mason City in 2023. One of the things that truly helped me adjust, feel welcome, and make new friends was and is 515 Run Club. I've always enjoyed running, but I haven't always had friends to do it with. Attending Run Club became my favorite day of the week. I got to meet people with similar mindsets and goals in a positive space that wasn't the bar. It was also exciting because it was a surprise who or how many of us there would be. Some of my best friends and greatest connections were built at Run Club. At the end of 2024 club season, the big bros Anthony and Neek moved out of town to further their dreams. When 2025 outdoor running season came back, I was craving that connection and community we built the last 2 years. I felt so honored when they asked me if I would like to help host the club to keep the community alive while they weren't here anymore. I treated it like my baby, invited everyone I knew because I knew how much it helped me and I wanted others to be able to experience the greatness that is 515 Run Club. From the first club to the second club to the last, the group did grow exponentially. In addition to word of mouth bringing people and growing, there would be times, let's say it rained really hard or we would have not great weather, we would have a much smaller group. I say this because our attendance is very inconsistent. Weather, holidays, races, etc., all playing into the result of attendees. I'm all for us coming to a solution that works for everyone involved in this matter. That includes the City of Des Moines, Parks and Rec, and Waterworks Park. As of late, Run Club doesn't feel as magical as it once did because of all of the issues we've been running into. With growth comes change. As we've grown, we have changed our parking location, made sure every runner knows running trail etiquette, and just reiterating that others are here to enjoy the park as well. What I would like to know is really what number makes it an event. Because that number is such a gray area and with attendance being up and down throughout the year, it's very difficult for me to understand what the actual rule is. I feel like it's more targeted because I know plenty of big bike groups and other that use these trails and other run groups as well. I think the way we've been spoken to is almost like we're breathing wrong. We've made changes to the issues at hand. What I would like for the city or Parks and Rec to do is come up with a number as to what makes an event and treat everyone the same. That is the most fair option in my opinion. I just ran down to DSM and we had 20 plus people from my club run. To me, that means money. We've had people drive from Ankeny, Waukee, and even Cedar Rapids just a couple weeks ago because they want to join this community. What do I see there? Money. If that's the issue, I'd say we're actually boosting the economy. People are eating out, getting gas, signing up for races, and just staying active. Money is not going to be a solution to the issue you have with our club. Paying to run in a public space makes me scrunch my brows and many others. So I think that you should all think about the message you're sending. It really doesn't look good, again, in my opinion. This is all about promoting healthy habits amongst the community. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Jenny Kleiss.
I have a couple documents I'd like to share. My name is Jenny Kleiss. I live in Ward 1 and I'm an avid cyclist. I have 2 safety issues regarding cycling around Des Moines I'd like to speak about. This is the intersection of 55th and University. It's an accident or a fatality waiting to happen. I cycle the city loop several times a week, almost every day. What I'm finding is that the cars traveling eastbound and turning northbound are not looking right for cyclists. They are looking left for traffic. Additionally, the cars traveling southbound and turning eastbound are not looking left for cyclists. They're looking straight ahead for cars. At this intersection, I always make sure that I have my headlights and my taillights on in addition to wearing high-vis clothing. And I still have a near miss at least once a week at this intersection. So I'm respectfully requesting that we have some signage at this intersection, and additionally have some delayed lights, maybe some marking, crosswalking, something that will have these motorists looking for us cyclists. My second point is I would like to have police presence on the trails. At a minimum, having a police officer, a cadet, someone. We used to have bikes on cops or cops on bikes. That was a wonderful program. Maybe we could have a cadet, someone in a golf cart just doing a loop once or twice a day. I'm seeing a lot on the bike trails. You see a lot more on a bike than you do from a patrol car. I'd like to share my latest encounter, which happened on May 26th. So I met him head on at the turn of this bridge. When I got to the top of the bridge, he made a loop back around and I videotaped him. He slowed down, which was good, but you can see there's a bike right there. I mean, if we just have a police presence or some type of a presence from city staff, I think it would minimize some of these issues. I appreciate your time tonight. I thank you for your consideration in helping to make our beautiful bike paths safe for all cyclists and for pedestrians.
Thank you. Garland Armstrong.
Good afternoon, Garland Armstrong, Ward 2. Last month, me and my wife was trying to get off the bus at Grand and 7th Avenue, but when the bus operator could not get the ramp open for that because the cars was parked right there by the bus stop at 7th and Grand Avenue, and he had to take us one block over to Locust Street and 7th Avenue, and it's a problem for especially for those in wheelchairs and especially with walkers when they have to get off in the middle of the street area right there by the light instead of using when they have the bus stop right there. The ramp is right there for the sidewalk, but no, the cars are parking there. So it was last month, and then why do they have those? They should move the parking things right behind it. So whenever the bus stop is right there, especially those in wheelchairs and walkers trying to get off, because that's a problem there, and I just don't know why they decided to put it there. So I think you should be able to check on why cars are parking at the bus stop, and they're still doing it even on Saturdays and Sundays too, because I saw one visually impaired person, he had to go in the middle to try and get the bus, and the cars are still parked, and they're parking there, and I just don't have an answer why they're doing it. So I think you need to check on it, why they're doing it in the downtown area, and especially in other areas too, if they still want to keep on doing it, because this is really, especially people with disabilities, they feel like there's nothing for them to have access to the bus when it comes closer for them. So I think you need to check in that to see what's going on.
Okay, that's 7th and Grand. We will look into it. Okay, thank you, Garland.
I'll move 55A through E to receive and file, Your Honor.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please vote.
7 yes.
Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This meeting is adjourned.
Okay.